All right, today I want to talk about the new paradigm and more abundance. So, new paradigm, well, as you know, we've been moving into the new paradigm. We're not fully in it. How can I say it? It's not, we're not living fully in the energy frequency of the new paradigm just yet, okay? And as you know, it all started beginning, happened back in the 80s when it really started to kick in, or really started moving out of that Piscean age into the Aquarian age, which is the new paradigm. And we still got about 158 years before we will be landed in it fully. What I mean by that is we're still in the transition. All the dark stuff getting revealed. Okay? So, what you see happening globally, what you see happening in our world, with all the changes that are occurring, this is all part of the transition. You've got to keep in mind, remember, things of darkness has to come to the surface and be revealed. And how does that happen? Through crisis, okay, through stress, through trauma, okay. Otherwise everything is just stay buried. So the thing is everything that's been happening has been going on for many hundreds of years. The greed and the poor me's and the victimizations and the power over and the struggles what the world has been experiencing. The really dark stuff, pedophilia and it's happening, still happening to this day. Oh, let me talk about the dark force stuff that's still happening. I had clients when I lived in Vegas. I had clients that were under attack by people who, satanic worshipers and did sacrifice and that type of thing. They did soul capturing. My client actually saw the boxes with the soul frequency in it. Okay, it's still happening to this day. So this is the kind of stuff that will be coming more and more to an end as we go deeper into the higher vibrational frequency of the new paradigm, which is also that fifth dimensional being. What it really means is more living from our heart rather than from our ego. Okay, so right now what's happening is the dissolution of people's egos. People have all these belief systems based on misperceptions, beliefs, conclusions, and lies. People in power have, telling stories, telling lies. I'm telling you. And this is another thing that's getting revealed. It's like, well, a lot of people don't know what's really happening. You have to be able to find the information, where a lot of people don't even know where to find this information. You listen to the news, normal newscastings, things like that. You won't get what's really going on. Happen. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So you don't really know what's really happening. I have a friend, or actually my partner, the man I'm in a relationship with. He's military, been in the military for like most of his life. So he's like special forces. So he's pretty deep in it, and then the things that he's revealing and sharing is pretty amazing. But basically, what I'm saying is, we believed in people, we trusted people, we thought they had our backs, and truthfully, they didn't. So, all of this is going to get revealed. This is what the whole new paradigm is about. This is a transition. This is moving from, greed and prejudice and all that negative, dark energy into more heartfelt energy frequencies. So, when we talk about the new paradigm and you are abundance, what we really want is to discover who you are, to really connect with your own divine light. Okay? Everyone's got that light. Every sentient being, even on, any sentient being, any being that is sentient, has the light, because that's God creator consciousness, and it is who everyone is. No light, no life. Okay, you won't be alive if you don't have that light. So everyone, I don't care if you're evil or the darkest human of existence, you still have that light inside. You can't not have it, okay? And then even on the astral planes, all sentient beings, everything has the light. The demons have the light. They're sentient beings, okay? So when we think about you are abundance, when we think about who you really are, that pure light, the frequency of, it's a high vibrational frequency of pure love and light, you are that. And not only are you abundance, it's like you're pure consciousness, and you have that frequency of unconditional love. And so when we talk about you are abundance, that means that ultimately you have the ability to create your reality. Here's the thing. Let me back up. You are creating your reality 100% every moment, every day, okay? Everyone is doing this. So the reason you're having, lack and struggles and attacks and, all kinds of intense experiences, a lot of, heartache, heartbreak, a lot of trauma, dramas, all kinds of energies, is because you're not living from your light, and you got all this carryover, all these beliefs, misperceptions about who you are. Think about this, okay? Let's just say in past lives, and let's just use something like abandonment, okay? So, way back, a couple hundred years ago, there was a lot of people impoverished, okay? No money, no food, and starving and lack, okay? And having babies, people having babies all the time. Well, they can't care for them. So what about when they leave the baby to die, or the abandonment of the children, or abandonment of infants, abandonment? This kind of energy gets anchored in to your subconscious, meaning the experience. Okay, so when we get abandoned in some way, we feel that rejection, and we take it personal, and so it's all about us. It's our fault. There must be something wrong with us. Okay. We're born bad, or whatever beliefs we start anchoring in. And when you have these kind of beliefs in your subconscious, then you're going to create that reality from these misperceptions, from these beliefs. So when we think about your abundance, if you're not experiencing abundance, I guarantee you all it really is interferences, beliefs. You've had trauma, you've had abandonments, rejections, you've been humiliated, shamed, rejected on some level, made wrong, okay? We feel forsaken. These are all ego energy frequencies, ego consciousness, the false self. And we're not living in the light. See, here's the thing. If we would have been taught early, as babies, children, from the get-go, okay, who you really are, and you start anchoring that in, your lives would be very different, because you would be learning that you're creating your reality, that you're doing it, okay? This is one of the secrets that was kept from people, even in the Bible, okay? So even when they started creating the Bible, if y'all have done any research, you'll know that a bunch of men a while back, a couple thousand years ago, literally are the ones who created the Bible. But when you really go in and start looking and discovering, it's like a room that has scrolls of ancient history, of writings and teachings, hundreds of scrolls. So they extracted from those scrolls what you now have in the Bible. What they left out is that would empower everyone is that you create your reality. Okay? It's based on your subconscious. If you had that info, if you knew that growing up, your life would be completely different. Okay? But now we have, false beliefs and misperceptions and disempowered humans, struggling humans. So, back in the day, it's like you don't give pearl to swine. There was a belief, even in the ancient temples in Egypt, just so you know, in Egyptian times, the initiates, okay, these are the people who were seeking enlightenment, all kinds of initiations. When I used to take people to Egypt, we go to the temples. Each temple was holding a different energy, a different teaching, a different environment for the initiates to go through what they needed to go through. So back then, only the special ones, only the highly elevated peoples, were allowed to enter these, these temples and learn. So They knew way back then that we create our reality. Okay, so where do you find that now? I mean, there are some people that know this. There's people that write about it. But it's really the basic bottom line is you're constantly creating your reality. And you'll get a sense of what it is you're creating by look at your life. It's a belief that you deserve something. Okay? So again, it's really about cleaning up and healing the misperceptions, the beliefs, the wounding, PTSD, the trauma dramas. Okay, so here's the thing: we take everything personal. Everything is about me, about you. Okay, so if someone says something, you're going to take it personal. You're going to make it about you. Like it's like when I used to have when I lived in California, I had a Renaissance Center, and we had a same program I'm teaching now. Okay, Know Thyself, and the teachings is that when you have a reaction, there's the doorway into your subconscious. Because in my life, it's always about unraveling the subconscious, change your world. Okay, so I remember the one class that I had two people, a couple. He had cheated on her, and the teaching I'm trying to teach them is, when we're thinking higher consciousness, rather than human emotional blame, higher consciousness, the truth. Okay, so anybody's actions is not about you, all right? But when we take it personal, then it becomes about the other person. Okay, you did this, you. As long as we're saying you, nothing's going to change in our subconscious. Okay, my point is this: we have to take responsibility for our own reactions. Our reactions are the doorway into our subconscious. When you know how to surrender to the emotions that get activated when you're having a reaction. Okay, so when you are able to do that, live that, then your whole world shifts and changes, because you're no longer, poor me, look what you did to me, you abandoned me, you betrayed me, you cheated on me, it's your fault, you're hurting me. No, your soul levels called this in. Your subconscious called it in because you have wounding that you haven't unraveled. This is why it's happening. Everything's about the wounding inside. Okay? Coming back to my people in the Know Thyself. Okay, so he cheated on her, and all she could do is keep saying that he did this. Okay? I was trying to get her to understand it wouldn't have happened if you didn't have this wounding. Now, I'm not making her responsible. What I'm saying is it's a co-creation, but because she had that wounding, a betrayal, okay, some kind of really deep-seated emotional energy frequency, what's going to happen is our higher levels are going to bring us the opportunity to make that energy come to the surface. What better way to do that than her partner cheats on her, okay? So rather than making it about him, I mean, he had his own stuff that had to get unraveled, but for her, the key was, can you come in and let yourself feel what this is? Surrender completely to that experience of what does it feel like to be cheated on, okay? Rejection, all kinds of intense energies. When you unravel those emotions, you're no longer creating that kind of reality because the wounding isn't there anymore, okay? Is my point. What it took her months before she finally got what I was trying to help her understand is that change your subconscious, change your reality. Change your subconscious, change your life. Okay, so coming back to you are abundance on Friday. Wait, today's Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, you have a group clearing on. You are abundance. Okay, so what I'll be doing is coming in and unraveling a lot of this wounding that keeps you stuck in the poor me, the victim consciousness, the lack consciousness. Shifting all that energy so that you can start to have abundance and start to understand you really are abundance. That it's not about what you're thinking. It's all about the subconscious and what's happening in the wounding, and the inner world, your subconscious. Okay, we create everything from our subconscious. Everything. If you want to know what your beliefs are, look at your life. Okay, there's no one to blame, people. We are amazing creators, constantly creating our reality. No one's doing it to us, but we do the co-creation. That's what I see here. If there's any kind of questions happening. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, hang on. Oh, that okay. This one got a couple questions. I'm gonna just do. Okay, what's this? How can someone free themselves from dark forces? Going to the heart and change? Okay, here's the thing about dark forces. This is a good question. We open up the doorways to the dark forces by enlisting their help. Okay, if you didn't do it I guarantee you, if you're being attacked by the powers of darkness on any level, way back in your live stream, because it happens way back, like way, way, way back. Okay, and what happens is you've enlisted, you've taken oaths, you've taken vows, you've made promises, you did contracts and agreements to enlist the powers of darkness for your own personal gain. It doesn't matter whether you were doing voodoo or sorcery or black magic, witchcraft, Satanism, castings, curses. By utilizing the powers of darkness, once you open that door, you don't get to close it. It doesn't just close anymore, okay? So if you really want to rid yourself of the dark forces, you have to unravel, why are they after you? What do they want, okay? I guarantee you, you clean up those energies, you clean up the past lives, you clean up the agreements and contracts, the promises, oaths, vows that you've taken with the powers of darkness for personal gain, okay, personal power over, okay, whatever the reasons were, then we can start releasing those agreements and contracts, and then you are freed from these powers of darkness. It's not just going into the heart center. It doesn't work that way, people. This is different. This is an opening that you have done. You have given the go-ahead. You have given yourselves over to the powers of darkness. Okay, you may not understand that, but you have. Okay, think about this. Think about this. Think about a couple hundred. Okay, remember? You may not remember when we back in a couple hundred years ago, 150 years ago, whatever. Remember, women that were being witches, or they were actually herbalists, or midwives, things of that nature. People would come to them and maybe want to get pregnant or want to have love, have someone, I want that man right there, even though he's loving somebody else, I want him. They didn't use the light to do these castings, they used the darkness. Okay? Got it? We used the darkness. You open the door. And realistically, it happened even further back. Further back, okay? So, in order to change that, you have to do intentionally unraveling, clearing agreements and contracts, releasing any victims that you've got. That means people that you've caused harm to, tortured in any way, caused suffering, sacrificed, anything that you have done to the powers of darkness has to be cleared, okay? It's not some simple little, I'll be done now, or I'll release agreements and contracts. It's a major unraveling, people, okay? Huge unraveling. Michael on our team loves the dark force stuff. If you got interferences, see Michael. He's really good. He's fearless. Cleans that shit up, okay? Big time. Okay, hang on. There's still some other good stuff here. Alrighty. Okay, so we live in a holographic simulation made out of light and parallel universes based on energetic and numerological principles. Okay. It's not really a holographic simulation, people. There's actually dimensions that overlay dimensions. Like, for example, right here, right now, we're aware of this dimension. Shift your awareness, like I can do, like instantly. Now I see another dimension. I can hear other voices. I can see other people. Let me shift it again to another dimension. Yeah, there we go. Now I can do all of them. I can hear all of them, several different overlays of different universes, galaxies. What's happening in the interdimensional and parallel universes. It's all right here. Okay. So it's not so much a holographic simulation. Okay, and it's we've got parallel universes. We have other time and space. We have other universes, time, space, dimension, universe, galaxy, lifetimes, realities, black holes, all kinds of different things happening, coexisting right here, right now. Okay. Now, some of us are living in other parallels, other realms, other existence. Some of us are definitely from other galaxies, universes, things of that nature. Okay, but we're still all here, and we're all waking up. That's what the soul's journey is all about, is waking up, coming back into oneness, the oneness of greater God, greater consciousness. Okay, so things about numerology and things of that nature, astrology, numerology, all of that. I mean, everything is a creation that began to unfold and be created over trillions of years, and then we break it down where we get closer and closer to where we are. You know, we start coming into the 100 million years, and then we come on down to a million years, and we start breaking down, getting closer to where we are 50,000 years ago, and so on. And then we start really coming in, and everything was starting to create, and they began to discover that, certain things happen when planets line up, things of that nature. So these are like guideposts, so to speak, using numerology, using astrology, using things of that nature. You know, gives us some inkling of our, you know, what energetics that we're going to experience in this body. But here's the thing, you know, everyone's different. You wake up, you evolve, and it's not the same. Okay, it's just not the same. It doesn't mean the same. It doesn't apply anymore. And if you had still been the wounded, shattered, broken person, great, it applies. When you start waking up, you're evolving out of and away from all of that. And then, you know, your vibrational frequency is much higher. So it's good, and yet it's not good. Like, I'm just going to give you an example. Just recently, I can't remember why I did it. I was checking on some, and I know what it was. I was looking at I wanted to see my chart with the guy I'm with, and I just wanted to see where things line up. And then so she's giving me lots of information. And then, you know, all this is lining up, and it's like, it wasn't the truth, because I don't live in a sleepness anymore. I'm not a mainstream human anymore, okay? So it didn't apply. And I've seen her a couple times, and each time, great information, blah, blah, blah. But did it apply? No, okay? Okay, Byron, hang on. Where our unconscious beliefs reside? Is it in some part of the mind, or are they stored in the body? Okay, so it's in your subconscious, people. Okay, let's back up. Byron, I'm going to just use you, sweetie, okay? I've talked to you before about things that have happened for you. Okay, but if I track back, let me hang on a second. I'm going to go way back, Byron. I just want to, as an example, I just want to show people. So when I go way, way, way back, okay, yeah, there we go. Now I find Byron where he's all full of light, okay, as we all were. Okay, here's the thing. When you're just full of light, there's no dramas, there's not a lot of stressors, you're not in anxiety, things like that nature. But in order to know yourself as a soul evolving, you have to know more than just light, okay? So you made the choice, the decision, and had what I call the great fall from lightness into dark. And then, of course, you get slammed, hit, attacked, all kinds of stuff. You know, the dark powers of darkness, like just waiting for people to just, of light, to just say, okay, I want to know darkness. I want to know what it means to be under the thumb of darkness. So what happens is you can have these intense experiences, and those experiences create extreme stress, extreme fear, anxiety, terror, disempowerment, okay? And because you don't go through it, because people don't have the teachings, people don't understand the high level teachings, that we all co-create our reality, that we make agreements and contracts with one another. We don't know that. So we begin to believe, oh, this happened to me. So the energy that doesn't get released, that you don't know by going through the emotion of it, it stays in the soul energy. The soul consciousness is imprinted in the soul. So then you leave that body, you die, come into another body. Well, all that energy is still there. The unconscious wounding is still there. It doesn't go away, people. If you haven't gone through it and know it, it's there. Okay, so then you got this, and then just imagine hundreds of lifetimes, you still haven't unraveled it, it's still here. Okay, so basically, Byron, answering your question, it's in your cells, it's in your body, but mostly it comes in the soul itself. So your soul enters the body, becomes the body in a sense, okay? So then it's also in the subconscious of the physical body, the mind, the unconscious mind, okay? So energy is stored in there. So it's also physically in the body. It's in your cells. It's in your DNA. It's everywhere. Okay. So in the unraveling and clearing and healing and waking up, that means we are knowing these energies. Okay, we know them, and then there's a release, and then there's also we have to take steps to release people that have been under the attack from the powers of darkness. Okay, we have to get in there and unravel the agreements and contracts. Again, like I was saying earlier, we have to release all the victims. We have to release all kinds of energy frequencies, beliefs, because that you're also going to believe, you're having your subconscious, when you've done something, you're going to have a belief that you've done something wrong, you deserve to be punished, you deserve to be tortured, you deserve to suffer, you deserve not to have. Okay, this is a belief that gets anchored in when you think you've done something wrong. Okay? So all this energy has to be cleared, unraveled, and released in order for someone to be free from the powers of darkness. Okay? And again, everything is stored in your subconscious. When I'm clearing stuff, when I do my group clearings, like tomorrow, the group clearing is on You Are Abundance. I'll be going into the subconscious, finding why you're blocking your own abundance. Why? What's going on here? Clear that stuff out. Clear out your oaths, vows, promises, all the stuff that you have done, and listen to powers of darkness. People, it's us. We've done it. Wake up. Yeah, it's true, Dan. It's true. Right. Yeah, in Christian circles, yeah, astrology, numerology, tarot was a cult or of the devil. I'm still very wary about engaging that sort of stuff today. Yeah. Okay. So people, in my life, in my world, 40 years ago, when I was opening my doors for seeing clients, I used my license as a hypnotherapist as the shingle, so to speak, because people would call me devil. I mean, it was like, really? I serve the light, okay? Yeah, I fight the fucking dark shit, okay? But I serve the light. Religions and people, all this are believing, but are of the cults. They're not, okay? So, my life is devoted to bringing light, bringing healing, to bringing consciousness, awareness, helping people. There's nothing in me that wants to cause harm. So, but other people that are asleep, that are buying into belief systems, that have no clue, okay, they're righteous ones, kind of like in the witch hunt days, okay? Anything and anyone, man, say anything, persecute them, kill them, keep the focus off you when you're molesting kids and doing really gnarly shit, right? Yeah, this is true. It's true. Look, Byron, God made all the planets, moon, everything is God. Everything. Planets, universes, galaxies, our planet, everything, us. That's that light inside. The consciousness of God is within. We are that light. Is that evil? I don't think so. Yeah, so crazy stuff. So tomorrow, group clearing, You Are Abundance. What I'm going to be doing in that is into your subconscious. I'll be going into belief systems, Why are you blocking your abundance? That's going to be my big question. What are you doing? What are your beliefs? Why are you blocking your own abundance? Because nobody's doing it but you. Now, you can have interferences that are coming from the powers of darkness, but still, you've opened those doors. You've given the go-ahead, okay? So in that clearing, any dark force, I'll be massively unraveling, clearing energy, okay? So you might want to get in on that one tomorrow. Yeah, okay. Hey, Susan. Yeah, tomorrow, clearing the blocks to abundance tomorrow, people. New paradigm. This is part of the new paradigm series, so I'm really liking it because it's really all about let's get these bodies ready. Let's get them amping up. Let's start releasing all these misperceptions and beliefs and conclusions that are keeping you bound in the old paradigm, in the old way. Okay, people, I'm telling you, the old paradigm's over. And that even means all the friggin' ceremonies, all the belief systems, everything that is not of the light, of the absolute truth, is over. We're trying to transition out of that right now, and look at our world. Friggin' chaos, unrest, terror, horror, war, everything. It's like you feel threatened on some level. This is a journey into the new paradigm. But out of love is going to get revealed, people. Okay, and I have to tell you, the greed and the selfishness of people in power is astounding, and it's all going to get revealed. Thank goodness, finally. So, tomorrow, yep, I want to open the doors for your abundance, clear out some of your belief systems, release you from some of the powers of darkness that has bound you, captured you, attacking you, and then also your own beliefs. Because again, I'm going to tell you straight up: if you've hurt people on any level, which everyone has, you're going to believe you deserve to be punished. Simply isn't true. That you believe it. Okay, so get your beliefs. I want to get your beliefs out. Okay, all these friggin' beliefs are simply not true, simply not real. All right. Yeah. This is good. Yeah, made planets, stars, numbers, everything else, but he clearly doesn't want us to worship them. They are counterfeits to the righteous real. Okay, people, even that's incorrect because creation doesn't have emotion. It's the human that has emotion. It's the ego. Okay, you come into this physicality, and it's physical. Okay, physical, tangible. See that? I can touch it, feel it. This is where we begin to get emotionally attached. Okay, emotions. Creation has no attachment. There is no good, bad, right, wrong with creation. Creation is consciousness, pure awareness. There's nothing but that, okay? And we're all part of that. So it's not a he, and creation doesn't have an emotion. It doesn't have a judgment. It doesn't have a want or a need. We're that. We are creation. Get it? We're creation in physical form, in the human body. Okay? Having experiences, finding our way back to pure awareness, pure consciousness, God consciousness. That's what it's all about, people. That's what we're doing here. That's what I'm doing here, bringing people back to the truth of who they are, helping to unravel the misperceptions so you can land in the light of truth, the light of God, greater consciousness, the gift of you living on planet Earth. Yeah, a lot to it, people, a lot. So, again, tomorrow, have a big clearing, your abundance, clean that stuff up, okay? All right, so I'm gonna get going for the day, got lots to do. So hopefully I'll see some of y'all tomorrow, okay? Waking up, people. It's hard to do. We want to hold on to our beliefs. We want to be right. Think God has to be right? No, God creates. We create. We're made in the image of God, creation. All right, everyone. Thanks for being here. Hope I see you tomorrow.